Okay, so here we've got to solve a fractional equation. Okay, so the key to this, when you have, we've got three fractions here, is to have a common denominator. Okay, so to make a common denominator. Now when we look at these denominators here, we've got a 3 here, a 6 and a 2. So we need to think of a value whereby all of these are factors essentially of that value. So we can think of a multiple of these values, but actually if you think about it, 6 will work, so we can actually keep that as 6. We can change that to be 6 by multiplying by 2, okay, and we can change that to 6 by multiplying by 3, because 2 goes into 6 3 times. However, when you actually change a fraction, so this fraction here is 4x minus 1 over 3, when you change it, well, if we are changing the bottom, the denominator, we have to change the top by the same scale amount. So here I'm timesing by 2, so I'm going to have to times the top by 2. That one is just staying as it is, so I don't need to touch that. The bottom here we're timesing by 3, so we need to times the top by 3. Okay. So then we are balancing out. So whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So when we take the first fraction here, I'm doubling the top. Now it's often helpful to put an extra step in here just to show that by putting in a bracket to show I'm doubling it. And of course the bottom then we've doubled and we've got 6. This one I'm not touching, it's going to stay the same. And the fraction then on the other side, well, I'm tripling each thing, so the top is going to be 15, the bottom is going to be 6. Now what's great is now that we've got a common denominator, I can scale the whole thing up. Okay, it's just like a recipe, isn't it? You know, if you wanted a 1/6 of something, and we needed a 1/6 of this, and it produced a 1/6 of something else, well, we can scale the whole thing up to get rid of the fraction of a 1/6. So we could actually times everything by 6 to make them all whole. So essentially then the 6's can cancel out. So we're left with then 2 bracket 4x minus 1. Now this is where we have to be super careful because that minus needs to apply to all of this. Okay, so we need to apply the minus to each term. So we will get minus applying to that, which is 2x. But remember the minus applies to everything. So minus then applies to the 7 will give me minus 7. Okay, because a minus applying to plus makes a minus. So essentially we're taking away the 2x and we're taking away the 7 equals to 15. We can expand the brackets. We get 8x minus 2 minus 2x minus 7 equals 15. This then becomes 6x. 8x take away 2x is 6x. Minus 2 minus 7 is minus 9 equals to 15. Take the minus 9 over, this becomes plus 9. So we get 6x is 24. And then of course we've got to divide by 6 and we get x equals to 4.